My name is Robin Setzer. I'm an academic facilitator for ELA K5, and my partner today is.
Hello, I'm Angie Upchurch. I'm also an academic facilitator for Gaston County Schools, but I'm K-5 math.
Awesome. So today we are here to talk to you about what's coming up in the next unit for your child to learn. And in third grade, we will be switching genres. We will be moving to informational text. And our standard that we're going to focus on today is RI 3.2. Determine the main idea of a text, recount the key details, and explain how they support the main idea. So, as we did last month, we are providing a flyer for you again this month with some guiding questions, vocabulary, words, and additional resources. I also wanted to share with you the type of text that your children will be working on in the classroom with their classroom teacher. They're going to be reading about gorillas, they're going to be reading about frogs, and they're going to be reading about frogs and toads because they're going to do some comparing of how nonfiction text is alike and how it is different. I want to also just put another plug in for that reading journal at home. It is very important that kids practice the same skills at home that they do at school. So when they are answering the questions from the flyer, they can record their answers in their reading journal. The last little tip I want to leave with you today is just a fun activity that you can do with your child on main idea and key details and have some fun at the same time. Simple little brown paper bag, and just gather about 3 or 4 items that relate to a topic and place them inside your bag. Today I have post-it notes, a glue stick, a pencil, and a highlighter. So what I would ask my child is, how are these things all related and what could be the topic that these 4 items could relate to? And hopefully they will say school supplies, because in school we use our post-it notes, our glue stick, pencil, and a highlighter. So I hope these tips help you as you are working with your child on main idea and key details. And now I'll turn it over to my teammate.
Yes, so in November, in math, your third grade student will begin a study of area of rectangles, finding the area of a rectangle. And this is very important work. It's actually a measurement standard, but it's very important work because it helps support and build your child's confidence in multiplication and addition. And a lot of times the work that they do when they are finding area allows them to use manipulatives to first understand really what area is, and then they move into using multiplication and addition and formulas to find the area. And just like reading, you will have a flyer, and there's information. It explains that area is actually the amount of space inside of a 2D shape. And there's lots of area in their real world. And sometimes the best way you can help your child is for you to share with them all the examples of how you have to find area in your day to day life. For example, you could share with your child that if you buy carpet, you need to know the measurements and the area of the floor in order to buy carpet or a rug. Or even if you needed to buy a tablecloth, you would look at the dimensions, the length and the width, and you would find the area of your table so that you wouldn't buy a tablecloth that would be too small or too large. So one of the things I did want to share with you about what will be going on in their classroom is, unlike how we were taught when, or I can speak for myself, when I was taught area, the teacher just came in and said, we're going to do area. It's length times width. You take those two numbers, you multiply them. And so I did as I was told, but I really never really understood why I had to put my answer as like that little 2 over the foot, like 2 square feet, because I never really had a chance to study uh, square units. So I just want you to know that before we get into the adding and the subtracting, they do need to understand what the concept is. They will be doing activities similar to this. This is a square unit. It's actually a square inch. And they will tile a rectangle where there's no gaps and there's no overlaps to find the area. So in this rectangle, we have already filled 2 rows of 4, and the student will fill without any gaps or any overlap the last row. They will see that there's 4 square units, square inches along the top, 3 on the side, and they'll first start counting each one. Then they'll skip count and say 4, 8, 12. And then they'll understand that multiplication is a much quicker way, and they will say 4 times 3 is the area of this rectangle. So we hope that this knowledge of how your students is learning area, and the fact that they will use this one day. That's usually the question they ask. We hope that this information helps you support your child. Remember, we know you care deeply about your child's learning, and we do too. And we just wish you lots of great conversations about area and about
main idea and key details, and we hope you enjoy creating mystery bags with your child and them and the student trying to come up with the topic that aligns to the details inside the bag. And we will look forward to seeing you next month.